What's up, Tiger fans? It's Morgan, Big Al, and Houston back again, this time with a video on Sherrod Covil. We didn't get a chance to do a video on him before he committed back on June 17th, so we want to go back and take a look at his highlight video. But before we do that, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of our exclusive Clemson content we put out every single week. All right, Big Al, Houston, what do you guys think about Sherrod Covil? I'm looking at the video. I'm really enjoying it. This guy from Chesapeake, Virginia, 2022 guy, 6 foot, 185. I think he's got some room to kind of bulk up a little bit. But you watch his video, and the first two clips are of him absolutely destroying somebody. We'll get into the video from huddle.com real quick. But before we get started, I wanted to ask Houston to start us off. What are your first impressions of new commit Sherrod Covil?
Oh, I love it. Like you mentioned, the first couple of highlights. I mean, there may be some things that you need to clean up with the technique of getting that kind of hit. I don't know if you can get away with some of those hits in college, but hey, we as in Clemson and Clemson fans watching the Clemson secondary, I don't think Clemson has seen someone with quite the vicious nature that Mr. Covil has obtained over the years of playing football. He's a dog when it comes to somebody playing in the backfield. He is somebody that's going to come up and stick you. And that is something I think Clemson has lacked. And that's not a shot at Clemson secondary. Obviously, there's plenty of draft picks to go along, but someone that just comes in and game out, and is somebody that you just don't want to cross the wrong way. Clean up a few things, maybe get a little bit better on the form tackling, but man, coming in with the athleticism that he has, the speed that he has, and just the sheer power in his hits, it's so good. And then plus, he comes from a school and an area of Virginia where you're going to get top tier talent out of Oscar Smith and the Chesapeake area of Virginia. So I think it checks all the boxes, and I cannot wait to see this kid play.
I'm also seeing where he's doing some recruiting of his own, trying to get guys like Keon Sabb to come become a Clemson Tiger and join him for the 2022 class. That would be amazing as well. I definitely feel like he'll be a good fit into the Brent Venables scheme. Already see other likes, like we said, Kayvon Wallace type out there is what I kind of see. Even a Tanner Muse, somebody who is a safety but not afraid to get in there and get his hands dirty on some of these plays. Al, we'll jump to you. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I agree with a lot of what Houston said. I absolutely love this kid's film. As a matter of fact, I think he should be ranked a lot higher than he is, at least in Rivals. I'm not sure exactly where he is on 24/7, but I think he's got potential to move up. And a lot of times they'll update these rankings, and I would like to see some movement there. You just, like you said, well, what pops off the film is he's incredibly physical. He really wants you to remember when he hits you. It's something. It's a beautiful thing to watch, especially as a football fan. I like his technique and zone coverage. I love his back pedal. I like how he diagnoses the plays and he breaks on the ball. That's something very important in a DB. Yeah, he's got plenty of speed for the position. And like Houston mentioned, I think one of the things you got to worry about is maybe he's a little bit too aggressive. I kind of foresee the potential for some ejections, some targeting penalties, that kind of thing. But hey, if you're not at least getting one or two of those, maybe you're not playing viciously enough. All right, maybe you're not doing your job enough. So you got to toe that line, and it's a fine line for sure. But I hope this kid can walk it. I'm glad to see him as a Tiger fan. I think he's going to do good things.
Also, I wanted to mention in there, you're talking about speed. You see it on the film, specifically in a situation where he's playing special teams. The ball gets kicked off. He's on the coverage team. He goes down, sheds a block pretty violently, pancakes a guy onto the ground, and then goes around him. The receiver or returner is going to the opposite side of the field, and he's able to chase him down by the time he gets to the sideline and tries to turn upfield. So you see there the power to get around that first block, and then the speed to just march down and go get him on the opposite side of the field. I thought was really, really good film that you see there. Obviously, all these players who come in that are freshmen, that they will need some polishing around the edges there to kind of get better, but that's what Brent Venables and team and staff are so good at doing, is taking these guys to the next level. So I look forward to seeing what he can do as a Clemson Tiger and see if he can become a starter and see how he can do on the national stage. Tell us what you think in the comments about how do you feel about Sherrod Covil. If you think that you're excited about him being a Clemson Tiger, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This video is brought to you by Black's Tire Inc. in Westminster, South Carolina. Family owned and operated since 1971. If you need new tires, brakes, alignments, tire repair, or just looking for a friendly professional to help answer your questions, stop by Black's Tire Inc. located 1415 East Main Street, Westminster, South Carolina, or give them a call 864-647-9292.